I'm going to tell you a story. First thing I don't understand is time does not work the way you think it does, especially with this kind of story. You can call me Oracle because I'm the one who's talking to you. Now, welcome to the cult. We are into Court of Pentacles. Now, the court cards, I have come up with this whole arrangement for. I have acquainted them with the forecasts of the Varna of Hindu society, and also with these other things, which will be explained in a second. So, you have the page, in this case Pentacles, and that is of the Shudra Vasanta Zivabija Kakrata Savravarti, or of the working class of the East. Zivabija, which is Mercury, in terms of Vedic Rasa philosophy. Kakrata, knave, Sarvavarti, of every professions. So that the page is the jack of all trades. That would be, for anyone who's like, wait a minute, the what? Kakrata Sarvavarti, knave of every professions. If you know old school terminology for a lot of things, the page is equivalent of a squire, but in terms of a jack, in terms of like 13 card suits as opposed to 14 card pair of suits, the knave is the old word for the jack. So we have that for the Rider Waite, for the Inversion Tarot, oof, for Tarot of the Spirit, ba-bam, and for the Crowley Thoth, because in this case the princess is the knave, which is fine. If you've ever been to a Ren fair, you can't be telling a wench that she can't be a knave. That doesn't work that way. You also can't be telling her that she can't ever be a princess, because you can't be telling a wench that. Don't be telling wenches that they can't be princesses. That doesn't work that way. Not if you want the wenches to keep talking to you. I'm just saying. Anyway, and then we have, so on this page with the knave, I have a harp with 100 strings is a vana, a harp is a pura, a flute morali, a guitarra rotary, a cymbal sutika, a drumstick is a kona, a single reed instrument is a vani, and a double reed is a vigunavani. A double reed is indicate things like oboe and a bassoon. They're both double reed instruments. Gana is singing, and I don't know what soprano, alto, or baritone are, but tenor is anvaya, and bass is gambira. Instrumental and dance music is Leia, and instrumental music is Varita. Vocal singing is Pragatana, and things that are dissonant is Visvara. Melody is Raga, rhythm is Tala, and final rhythm, which can also be a metaphor for death, is Virta. Whoop! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright. Oh yes. On a note of butterflies. I was going to tell you this earlier and I didn't get a chance to, so I marked the page. Ants. Oh, various insects are called kita. Ant is a putika, wasp, varata, fly, maxika, roach, karaka, locust, ziri, mantis, kavi prakara. Butterfly is a citra patikika, beetle, titiba, centipede, zetapada, dragonfly, vaidabhathaga, flea, dahika, firefly, kilamaliki. These aren't insects, but I'll include them. Arachnid. There's actually a term for spider enemy, which might specifically be arachnids. Druta. Actually, is it spider enemy or insect enemy? It might be insect enemy. I believe I'm thinking of insect enemy. That's my enemy, spider enemy, because it includes scorpion, druta, spider, kermi. A worm is a kermi as well, and it's contextual. And leech is a srapa. A worm parasite is a saluna. Parasites in general are kapatika. And, alright, since this goes along with the first horseman motif of that generally sometimes accompanies, because if we're talking about stories of the Revelations, the pages are also associated with the white horse. Poison, visa, venom, nida, plague, ita, pollution, parasara maligna. If you've ever watched watched Good Omens or read the book, that there's a reason why I bring that up there. Bacteria is Jivado, virus is Visado, computer virus is Kitado, allergy is Pratyojato, and that covers up this page. All right, moving along. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, also the Horseman, Brother Earth, Badam, Huzzah, and Knight of Discs. Same thing. So that would be the Vaishya, or traditionally the farmers and whatnot, in terms of the Vedic Vada. These Grisma associated with summer. Devayoni Rakta is associated with sulfur, alchemically. It's effectively Kali's menstrual blood, if I understand correctly. I'm just saying what it is, as far as I understand at least. And Rudatha Savanyana, scholar of every knowledge. So you have the Jack of all trades and you have the scholar of every knowledge. In my opinion, that's the other cool thing I did with these. So, I'm gonna move this over here to my bench. Boom, boom. Alrighty. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I was on this page to tell you. So, houses of Gaia Sapta Lokamaya, the 7 outside places that are like also inside. Deva Asura Rakshasa Yaksha Preta Bhutta Bhisma Sapta Gaia Dula Prabhata Dula, Angels of the Dawn, Dula Vasa, Angels of the Breath, Dula Sara, Angels of the Fundament, Gaia, Gaia Dula, Tarabhagya, Angels of the Fates and the Stars of Day, Dula Gara, Angels of the Deeps, Dula Vanya, Angels of the Wild, and the Kala, Dula, Angels of the Host, of days of the Reapers that we trust them most. If we can't trust the Reapers, we're screwed. That's just my opinion. But, like, never, in my opinion, like, just, you always gotta trust the Reapers. You always gotta trust the Reapers. That's just my opinion, though. Alright. Queen of Pentacles moving along with the Queen of the Inversion Tarot, our Sun and the Mother of the Earth, and that we be Prince of Discs moving on by we. And then we have the Soma or Niseta for the No Moon, along with the Arda Kandraka of the Arrow Crescent and the Arda Vidu of the Half Moon. I might have been born under a half moon. Kanda, Malala, and to be of the gibbous moon, almost to full then be, and Purnama, and that would be moon full, when you might Bustyati, to honor the moon, if you love her as me, and you might Pranati, to so cheer, the Asta Kantikaroti, to focus as it were, the Setati of your aim as it were. Or if you do not, you could always be Upyaga of good conduct to be, and you could always try to karate, to conduct oneself in a good way to be. And then we move on with the Sadi right and the Zista left with the King of Pentacles. That's what we got left. And the one again, Tarot of the Virgin and the Tarot of the Spirit of the Father Earth begins. And then the Queen of Discs, because that's how Crowley rolls. And then we move along with the way they roll. So for Queen, that equates with the Brahmins, Zarada, Varataman, Astra, Lakshmi, Vajanika, Sarvidya. So Astra Lakshmi is the star of Lakshmi. It is actually a very common, very, you've seen it everywhere. It's an 8-pointed star. It's like one of the most common motifs out there. It just is. Vajanika is scientist. Sarvidya, every science. Anyone who has a problem with women in STEM can get over it. That's what I have to say. And for kings Kshatriyas, which is the Brahmins are the priest caste, basically, the scholars of the Vedas specifically. Kshatriyas are the kings and the rulers. It's one of the ones that like is basically impossible to become. I think historically there are cases where usually cases of adoption, people will become a member of that caste, but usually you can't, if I understand correctly. Kshatriya Hamala Brahmastra Margika Sarvasra. So Hamala is winter. Brahmastra is the Philosopher's Stone. That's literally what it is. That's literally that's literally what it means. It's a Brahmastra. Margika Sarvasra. So that is the wanderer of every crossroad. If anyone has played the champion system or the hero system games, yeah, I did that. That's traveler, scientist, scholar, and jack of all trades, as literally equated to the four suits of the tarot, because I just happened to see them there. All right, so that's how that is. And I'll do some. And now that I've done that, we have Sara for the right is Easter for the left. To the rear is Prestambaga and front to Sima. Up a body down, na, around Sarvata and Dipatha. Yep, that's how that rolls. And now, Pentacles, boom, boom, boom. Finishing the card with the reading day, boom. Alright, so. A youthful figure looking intently at the pentacles that hover over his raised hand. Application, study, scholarship, reflection. Another reading says news, messages, and bringer thereof, also rule, management. Reverse, prodigality, dissipation, liberty, luxury, unfavorable news. Knight. He rides a slow, enduring, heavy horse to which his own aspect corresponds. Inventory meanings, utility, serviceability, serviceableness. Interest, rectitude, responsibility. Reverse, inertia, idleness, repose of that kind. Stagnation, also placidity, discouragement, and carelessness. Queen of Pentacles. The face suggests that of a dark woman whose qualities might be summed up by the idea of greatness of soul. She has a very serious cast of her intelligence. She contemplates her symbol and may see the world therein. Opulence, generosity, security, magnificence, liberty. Reversed, evil, fear, suspicion, suspense, mistrust. Oh, also, side note, the reason the videos are basically titled the way they are, I should probably actually change the name of Pentacles specifically, but it's because of the correspondence between. I mentioned earlier the 13 cards of the classic suits of playing cards for 52 cards of playing games versus tarot cards, which have the 14 cards per suit and the 22 trumps. And the thing about that is that there's actually also a game, I don't know how to play it, but a game that you can play with tarot cards that's effectively a lot like playing poker, I guess. But like it's something that became popular back in like the Middle Ages or something, when like it was just something that was done. But anyway, moving on with that. So swords are spades. Wands are hearts. Clovers are cups. And pentacles, because they're coins, are diamonds. All right, so King of Pentacles. The figure calls for no special description. So, like, the figure calls for no special description. The face is rather direct, suggesting courage, but also somewhat lethargic and tendency. Bull's head should be noted as a recurrent symbol on his throne. The sign of this suit is represented throughout as engraved or emblazoned with a pentagram, typifying the correspondence of the four elements in human nature and that by which they may be governed. Divinatory meanings: valor, realizing intelligence, business and normal intellectual aptitude, sometimes mathematical gifts and entertainments of this kind. Success in these paths. Reverse, vice, weakness, ugliness, perversity, corruption, and peril. The kind of peril where you don't even get a little peril, because it's a scary, bad peril as opposed to a good peril. Not even like a little peril. Not even a little danger. I love Monty Python. It's hilarious to me that they like actually bring up Aramaic and request for the Holy Grail because of Joseph of Arimathea. But no, like Aramaic is totally a thing. Like I have some written down. It's basically Hebrew script. Like, but anyway, Page of Pentacles. Starting a new job or project. New investment, venture, or financial opportunity. A new health-related regimen, beginning to turn your dream into reality, considering what is whether or not something is practical or feasible. Message about finance, health, employment, or real estate home. Reverse me. Unrealized project or endeavor. Hesitant, not ready to take that first step. Always in preparation, never quite ready to make a real irresponsible with money or resources in practical undertaking. Knight of Pentacles, steady progress, consistent methodology, one step at a time, methodical, not in a hurry. It will be done when it gets done. Steadfast, working hard to gain success, even if work is repetitive, detail-oriented, or boring. Straightforward plan, put into action, striking to the plan. Basic, no-frills enterprise, a practical endeavor. Reverse meaning, overly focused on pragmatic goals, neglecting other aspects of life, all work and no play. Progress too slow or a standstill installed. Queen of Pentacles, down to earth, grounded. Practical, has common sense. Good with money, resourceful, natural feel for business. Takes care of others, generous, motherly. Strong conviction, very much a Snehu in the proper aspect. Strong conviction to outdoors, connection, environment, earthy. Very much a Briadata, also. Surprise, surprise. Home-centered, encourages healthy lifestyle. Basic values and traditions, simple pleasures. Reverse meaning, too traditional, perversive, homework imbalance, provincial, lack sophistication. Uncomfortable outside of the home or one's own environment, too giving, need to take care of yourself. That's one of those cards that, like, in the reverse aspect is like, there's a boundary issue here. It's either you not respecting it or you not setting enough. Usually, in that, if you're the woman in this situation, usually you need to respect people's boundaries more, or you need to respect your own boundaries more. That's my general takeaway from that. King of Pentacles, hard work and ambition lead to prosperity. A sturdy foundation, building something strong and durable. Prime is everything. Foundation is everything. I'm not even joking. Entrepreneurial success, adapted business finance, responsible well-being of others, strong provider, dependent leader, manager. Good advice regarding finances, property or work. Reverse meaning, material driven, too much focus on money, expects demands work from others, from excessive work from self or others, poor asset management, corruption. Corruption is bad. Corruption is one of those things we identify to consume by fire. So condense is sumscapiti, sublimate is vaspikaroti, refine is suxmikaroti, extract is sunoti, mix is miznan karoti. Yep, and those are some alchemy terms for you since I gave you Crucible earlier. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. Alright, Earth Sister. This is the brink of transformation. Something new is coming. Birth is about to be reversed. Be advised that the time at the world's hardest, most brilliant gem is pouring out deep souls Earth's darkness. Your own light comes in the darkest hour. You are moving steadily with stability. You have mastered the sense of who you are spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. Chalita. Right there. You are pregnant with a secret of the future. Congratulations, dear one. As a result of your diligent preparation, you have made yourself the perfect receptacle and seed for creativity has been planted within you. Like with farming, it's all about the bija, yo. Alright. Earth Brother. Accomplishment comes through thoughtful meditation. Meditation is also quite kooky shit. It's quite key. I'm not lying. But like to do it in the right way, like in my opinion. Just like for the right reasons. I think that makes sense. You must carefully adapt to your environment. The first through first meditating on what type of soil you are working with, you will be able to plant the right seeds. Work with the resources at hand, you'll be successful. There is no point in working against nature. There is no point in working against nature. There isn't. There just isn't. That's like Druid 101. You can't work against nature. It doesn't work that way. Like, all technology is working with nature. It just is. You can't make a tablet without understanding how quartz crystal works. Just saying. You can manufacture it because you already have the way of how to make the tablet, like make the microchip, but like what else? That's like manufacturing isn't the same as like innovating. It's just not. All right. Anyway, you are experiencing personal equilibrium, productivity. Realize that there will be no need to struggle. Earth Mother, you are a high level of compassion. You create a force of Your life must be quietly nurtured. Cultivated fields will eventually bloom. Love every stick, stone, plant, and animal, and you'll eventually experience great bounty. That's like the Road 102. The intelligent and attuning to every detail of the work required of you to tend your garden. It is time to rejoice in your own and help to others for a joyous life for others. Earth Fathers, joyous practicality is reflected in the circumstances of daily life. You experience wealth, spirituality, emotionally, intellectually, and physically. You experience 3 at a Chalita level, at a Chalita Stara. That's fantastic. I'm just saying. Through self-knowledge, potential is mastered. Vast fields have been tilled, and prosperity has been the result. It's the right mode of working and living. Persist, and you will continue to prosper. Boom, chakalatora. And that would be closing on 21 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up because that's quite a lot to finish. Have a good evening, folks. If you're done today, I'll probably put more up because it's morning for me. This is Oracle singing to you. Zakunas understand that time is relative in ways they, oh yeah. Einstein had it right. It's relative to objects in motion with the Vega. Right, the momentum, let's kick it to the way there be. Have a good day too, yeah, it's from Oracle me. Hey.